everyone, and welcome today to School for the Fool. We're going to talk more now about healing and break that down and what it looks like. Our body, we've got our mind, and we've got our soul. Quite often our body is referred to as the child, and we also then have the inner child. This is where healing your inner child comes from. You're going to heal from within, and that's really where the journey begins. And this is your journey. You need to take charge of it. And really, I think it's helpful if we break it down like this. First thing, time in nature, along with meditation. However it is that you meditate, you need to find that out for yourself. Everybody's different, but that's where you learn how to relax and listen. We gotta slow down first. Gotta slow down to find ourselves. Then we're gonna have the removal of toxins. In our bodies, what is that going to look like? It's going to mean what in your diet is a toxin. What in your skincare routine is a toxin. What in your environment around you is a toxin that you need to remove. Got the mind. Once again, we're gonna go back to time in nature. We're gonna meditate. Nature has something to say to us. Nature is healing. Nature can heal us in ways you can't even imagine. How are we going to detoxify the mind? We're going to deal with fear. You have to deal with fear first. What are you afraid of, and why are you afraid of it? Toxic people. If somebody in your life is toxic and is not allowing you to be your authentic self or is being abusive, if you are caught in a toxic situation, it needs to be dealt with, healed, or removed. Then we're going to go into our past wounds that have been happening to us since we were children. And we go, and now that we're older and we can look at the situation with different perceptions because we're awoken now, we've grown in consciousness, we can take that knowledge and we can go within and we can tell our truths to ourselves. We can heal wounds. We can forgive and let go. We need to let go to heal our past. And that is one of the hardest things to do as a human. It's to let go. I struggle with letting go. I've had to let go of toxic people in my life, people that were holding me back and hurting me. And they thought it was loving me, but it was hurting me. And I felt as though I was being suffocated and held down in the darkness and not allowed to grow, not allowed to blossom, because their beliefs were different than my beliefs, and we were related. They didn't believe that a woman should have the freedom that a man should have, and I just couldn't deal with that. I couldn't take that. It was not part of my story, and I had to remove it from my life because that person was not willing to heal with me. And it hurt, it sucked, but it was part of healing my inner child. Your soul, time in nature, listen to the birds, meditation, the integration of higher self. Otherwise, your soul is dead. You need to shed the darkness and live in the present, because living in the present does not allow our ego to be there. That's how we can learn how to differentiate from our ego or source, because our ego wants to protect us, right? But if we start shedding the darkness, we can understand that's ego. And that's where meditation really helps. That's where time in nature, because you're connecting directly to source, to oneness. And that gets easier with time. That gets easier with practice. And of course, if you have all these toxins within you, your chakras are going to be all blocked. Everything's going to be blocked. You're going to be all a mess. That's why we're going to take things one at a time. Now, I will be dropping other videos linked. We'll have a video for the body. We're going to have a video for the mind. And we will have a video for the soul. But it will all be the things that we can do. I'll show you my routines. I'll show you what I have done to detoxify my body. We'll show you what it looks like and break it all down. We'll do some soul time. Thank you everyone for joining me here today at School for the Fool. I really appreciate you watching this video. I know that this is hard, but this is really where it all starts. But on that note, I would love it if you'd like to meet me at my desk for a reading. Thank you for joining me. Let's get down to business and start today's reading. See what the cards have to say today. Oh, that bird's got something to say. I recognize the dark night of the soul and beginning detoxifying your life and your body, and healing yourself is not easy. It's a process. It is going to be a process, and it is a process. But it is the most worthwhile process out there, and that's what we're here for. We're here to evolve. We're here to grow. We're here to change. We're here to have the death of our old lives, the birth of our old lives, right? That is our resurrection. That's our resurrection. That's our transformation. Our transformation is about the death of our old lives and the birth of our new. And it starts with healing ourselves and detoxifying our lives and ourselves, removing ourselves from situations and people that do not serve us, removing toxins from our body, removing toxins from our surroundings, and feeding our spirit and feeding our soul, right? Death. So there we go. There's death and transformation. You can see the death. You can see the little girl sitting in the background, and death sitting there, and then she's being set free. This is what I was just talking about. This dark night of the soul will set you free if you go in the darkness and you turn on the light in every room and tell your truth to all the situations that hold pain in you. And they say it's like an onion for a reason. It's layers. It doesn't just happen all in one shot. This is a process. It takes time. Purifying your life takes time. Purifying yourself takes time. This is all time. It doesn't happen overnight. And we have been bred to believe that things have to happen instantaneous. And if they don't, just get back in our egos, because we're looking for that instant gratification, that instant high, that instant sensation. Excuse me one sec. All right. So, after death, we've got the Hermit. That's going within. The Hermit is going within to gain the wisdom, to start listening to Source, meditating, start listening to Source, time in solitude, to figure out what lights you up and how to make your dreams come true. What is even your dreams? They're probably new dreams now. Not the same dreams as you had before. The Three of Cups, celebration. I bet you're probably wishing that you could just be celebrating right now rather than feeling so horrible. And I get that, but this is the thing. We want to heal ourselves so we're feeling good all the time. We're not just going off of our impulses to heal our wounds. We don't have to go off of our impulses anymore to feed our wounds. We can do the work. We can fill our cups. We can shed the darkness. We don't have to cope. We can create our heaven on earth through Source, our higher selves, recognizing we're all one, making the change from our old lives to our new lives, and doing the things that are important and matter, even though it's hard and even though it's work and it's going to be pain and suffering, it's going to be worth it. We're going to change the world. We're going to light the world on fire. Temperance. So after the Three of Cups, we've got temperance. That is help from above, from angels. That's tempering yourself, tempering your emotions, your ego, being the own alchemist of your ego. When you're going through the dark night of the soul, you're shown the way on how to temper or alchemize your ego so you can get it tamed, you can get it in check. And once your ego is in check and you learn to listen to your authentic self, your spirit, rather than your ego, that's where the manifestation comes. And as I say that, there's the Two of Wands. That is actively learning how to manifest your dreams. The universe is listening as to what it is that your heart is calling for. You may not like the way that it has delivered the message to you, but that's because you have to grow from this and learn from this. We can't be in control of it. We can only be in control of our healing paths, our healing journeys. Biscuit, what do you want? Can't you just come and cuddle with me? All right, now we will clarify. Are you coming? Clarify death. Go a little bit deeper. I'm trying to read cards. Queen of Cups. I think that heron is irrelevant. I think that heron is relevant. So maybe any of you you might want to look up the symbolism for the heron. Now the Queen of Cups is somebody who's psychic. She's connected to nature. She's emotional. She's emotional. She's connected to nature. She's a strong woman. Emotions are power. They help you manifest if you're in control of them. She's a master manifester and she's filling her own cup. And in that cup, she's scrying in it. She doesn't need somebody, but she wants to love somebody. And what I get from the death is she doesn't need somebody. Yeah, she wants someone. She wants someone to see her for her and to love her for her authentic self. And she's got her back facing this way. But after the death and resurrection of her life, it's so dark right there. She's in the dark night of the soul right now. If she just holds on and she does the work and turns on the light within, sheds the darkness, It's not so dark anymore. This is the birth of her new life, or his new life. It's the birth of new life. Moving our way out of the dark ages into the golden ages. I'm a Pisces. I know all about the Queen of Cups. Let's clarify the Hermit. Clarify the Hermit, please. Seven of Pentacles, clarifying the Hermit. We're growing our wishes, trying to manifest something, spent a lot of time in something. I really feel with the Seven of Pentacles here and the Hermit, it's like we've been looking outwardly for happiness. We haven't known any better because we're not healed. So we're just looking outwardly for happiness rather than within. We need to go within now. And we need to find out what illuminates us. We need to go within now and find out what illuminates us. The dark night of the soul is spending time in solitude as part of the process. So you can learn yourself. You can learn who you are. Face those demons that are holding you back from your desires. Facing those demons that are holding you back from your dreams. Let's clarify the Three of Cups, please. Oh. I wouldn't normally take that many cards, but we're definitely going to take them because there is the Three of Cups. Notice how I like how in this one she's holding the cup up herself and the other girls are dancing behind. And you can see the white birds to know that Spirit's here. So, what I see right here, clarifying the Three of Cups, is that it's time now to drink from our own cups and the cup of Spirit. It's time to get connected and to get to know our authentic selves. Because with that came out the Eight of Cups. That's walking away from what doesn't serve you to go on the journey to find out what does, to find yourself, to reclaim yourself. It's the path of the moon and the sun. That's why the moon and the sun are in the background. When you go on the path of the moon, it's dark, but it's reflecting the light of the sun. And eventually day comes and the light is here. And we're on the path of the sun, making our dreams come true. And we've got the devil. We have to walk away from our devil energies. We have to turn our backs on our devil energies. It's time. It's time to walk away from what is no longer serving us anymore, our old beliefs, our old templates, our addictive behaviors of hurting ourselves, self-sabotaging behavior that hurts ourselves. And it's time for us to go and fill up our cup while our other half of our higher self fills up their cup, so we can meet back with our twin flames. This devil energy, this devil energy, this codependent behavior, it's not serving us any longer. Right, let's clarify temperance, please. So clarifying temperance, we have... All right, so somebody came to my door, so I thought it was the perfect time to come over here and just kind of show this to you, and then I'm going to go back and set everything up and then continue on. We need to continue on with this reading. But this is a perfect opportunity to get up close and see what I mean. So the card we just saw, that is the Empress. The Empress is going to help us birth our new life. So I need you to understand, we've got death and everything we're going to go through from the beginning of death, and then at the end there, we've got the Empress, and she's going to help us birth our new life with the star. The star behind her, that's our wish. That's what's keeping us going. And you made a wish. If you are in the dark night of the soul, you have made a wish. And the universe answered. Now you have to do the work for the life of your dreams. Don't just wish for the life of your dreams and then it just comes to you. You wish for the life of your dreams, then you do the work. And that is purifying yourself so that your abundance can come back to you. And on the bottom of the deck, the main energy is the Fool. I love this card. That's why I started this channel. And there's the Fool. It's taking the leap. That's taking the leap and realizing maybe we don't know everything we thought we did. Maybe what we've been taught to believe wasn't right and it didn't resonate with us. But that's okay. We were hurt in our past by people, maybe even people we loved, but that's okay. We've been eating the wrong foods, not educated about products, trusting that the products do exactly what they say they're going to do, not reading the fine print because we're busy, we're short on time. But we can change that. We can restore ourselves. We can heal ourselves. We can make better lives for ourselves. Our dreams can come true. Starts by being in the energy of the Fool. I love that the petals too are falling from his flower. His flower, his white flower of innocence, of purity. He's going to take the leap, or she's going to take the leap. The leap of faith, and knowing that you matter. You always have mattered. So do the work to carve your path, to to make your way on your journey. And start today. Just a little bit. I like to get, I want to go now a little bit deeper into the spread. So we will start with the Tarot de Nu. And just see even where we're at in the darkness. The Seven of Pentacles. And then this is the Wild Unknown Tarot. There's a starting point in the darkness, the Seven of Pentacles. That's our starting point. Let's find out what's unknown in the darkness. What is unknown in the darkness? The Three of Wands. So where there is dark, there must also be light. In knowing that, I'd like to get a card from the Good Tarot. That way we've covered all ends of the spectrum. There is the card. The Seven of Earth. It's definitely very clear. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. There are many sevens here. The Seven of Pentacles. Back to Swan Lake. I've worked hard in my body and flesh to get where I am today. It took time, I knew it would, but it bore fruit. Yes, it did. Look at my red ballet shoe. Look at my tiara. I am acclaimed on the world stage. Hard work pays off. It always does. Remember that. If you've worked hard on something, reward will come. Be sure of that. Stay focused, concentrated, keep a long-term view. Right now I'm taking a break. I'm back at my Swan Lake, among my own people. But the break won't take long. Soon hard work will start again, and I won't stop till my tiara becomes a crown. Hard work, patience, long-term view, rewards to come, focus, and concentration. That's the beginning. It's the purpose of the dark night of the soul. You will actually bear fruit yourself. You will harvest. You will blossom. That is the point of the dark night of the soul. Is the chance for you to cut away what does not serve you, what's not your authentic self, be emptied, and that's hurt. It does hurt. It's not easy. You must take a break. Even says in the card, take a break. But then you get back to work cleansing the darkness, the toxins, whatever it is around you, healing yourself. You'll start to feel better. You can't give up. Now, what is unknown? What is unknown? The Three of Wands, envisioning the future. So that's what we need to know that's unknown. The Three of Wands indicates you've had continued support from others, perhaps from your parents or two good friends. With their help, you formed a sense of self, of your values and morals. But now it's time to rely on yourself for guidance. Clarify your goals and cast others' needs and opinions aside. The future is infinite, and it is yours. No one else can see through its layers of light and shadow. That's your journey. What's being illuminated is your path, your journey. Only you know the way. Freaking mind-blowing. Like, that's blowing my mind. Wow. This reading is wow. This reading is incredible. The Seven of Earth, opening to a new strategy, being at a crossroads, a decision to be made. This is what's good. This is what good is going to come of the situation. The Seven of Earth. As I reflect on my progress to date and see where I stand, I contemplate whether I want to continue singing the same song or change my tune. I am always free to go back to and reimagine what I might co-create. If what I manifested does not serve me as I thought it might, I don't have to be afraid to admit it is no longer for me. Whatever I do choose, I am not afraid to start over, for I feel assured that Spirit will always support my highest good. This is the death of our old lives, and it's hard. So many of us have been in relationships that will now come to an end because they were not the right kind of love. We've been trapped and stuck, and now we will move forward and free ourselves, and it's gonna hurt and there will be pain, but there will be, in the void, we will create, and in the void we will create our new lives. We're gonna start over, and we're gonna be in the energy of the Fool. We get to dream again, laugh, learn, live, become free. We get to do it all over again with higher self, now integrating and showing us the way. Because we know that nature heals and is connected to everything, it's the main source of all. I would like to get an Earth Wisdom Oracle. Wow. Three of them came out, you guys. I just wanted one. I didn't want this reading to be 5 hours long. But the cards are speaking. I hope you all have time to listen. Truth. Truth, opening the heart and expressing feeling. promoting knowing and speaking of truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth. The wheels of society are greased by civility, which sometimes means not always speaking the truth or the whole truth. However, in this situation, you are called upon to understand your own truth and to speak it clearly, no matter how strange it may seem. Your truth is the music of your brave heart. Offer it to the world. I actively pursue my own truth and value it. I have the courage to sing my own unique, divinely inspired song, knowing that it adds to the goodness of the world. Walking the path of the fool to integrate your higher self. Making all of your dreams come true. Your heaven on earth. Self-acceptance. About harmonizing opposites and encourages the acceptance of individuality, helping with attaining goals and recognizing one's value. The journey of self-acceptance can be challenging. Humans are contradictory creatures who seek order. Reconcile your seemingly opposing qualities and find the common root. Overcome society's brainwashing and accept that you are enough. You have value. The trek to achieve self-acceptance is worth it. You are worth it. I accept myself as I am. I recognize my contrary nature, and I revel in the creative chaos that is in my soul. I am enough. What else can I say? These cards are saying everything. These cards are speaking the dark night of the soul, self-acceptance, and walking your own path. Unlocking your abundance, creating your heaven on earth. Divine light. Alleviates depression, soothes shock and trauma, and elevates moods. Contains the cleansing, healing, and power of the sun, and shares it with those who ask. Whether you are feeling blue or suffering from one or more serious conditions, you can support your healing. Whether you are feeling blue or suffering from more serious conditions, you can support your healing by turning to the divine light and nourishing your own inner divinity. When we don't feel well, it is easy for our inner lights to fade. Get the attention you need, whether medical, psychological, or spiritual, while supplementing with big doses of bright divine light. My inner divine light wants to shine in the world. I give my light energy and brilliance by connecting with the greater divine energy that nourishes all of life. You go through the dark night of the soul, you have your awakening, your third eye activates, you recognize you're connected, you start integrating higher self, integrating the light into your world, carving your path on your journey of the fool. Recognizing there is divinity, there is the divine, there is source. We are connected, we are one, we are love, and we can create our heaven on earth if we're willing to go through the dark night of the soul and shed the parts of us that are not serving us, letting go of our old templates, creating our new templates. This was one of the most beautiful readings I've ever gotten a chance to do in a very long time. And I'm glad that I did this episode. And I thank everyone who has supported me and been a part of my path, my family, and the people that love me so much. And my personal twin flame. Whatever it is that he's doing, whatever it is that he's out there doing, I send him so much love as he's on his healing journey and his healing path. And I look forward to the day he makes it back to me. Thank you all for being here today. Take care, everybody.